Hello, good evening. And today is this another day that we need to finish these vocabularies. Last week we stopped at we had already learned autonomous, consistent, uh, conventional, cooperative, and efficient. And today I hope that today we are gonna finish this whole page. We need to practice the words on the left with the words on the right in order for us to finish this page. And after we finish this page, we are gonna come to the reading part. So the class, the first classes for vocabulary studying, and the second classes are for reading. Okay, reading skills. And we learn each skill days after days. So the first day, when you study vocabulary practicing for the first day, but we haven't finished the vocabularies on that day, we need to continue studying until we finish the vocabularies. And after we finish the vocabulary section, we are gonna come to the reading skill studying. And when we study reading skills and finish the reading skill, we are gonna come to the listening skills. So that is how we run the class. We don't jump from skill to skills. We jump when we finish the program, the content of the program, of the class. All right, here we are looking at the word client, colleague, employer, parent, sibling, spouse. These words are very common to you. These words are very conventional, are very normal to you. But the question here is, how do you make situations? That is the biggest question. Because in IELTS test, they ask very simple questions. They need to hear you speaking. You need to be a real speaker. You don't learn by heart like other students. Okay, they learn by heart. We don't need to use lots of idioms or proverbs. They only need to hear our natural English. So, how to train ourselves to speak natural English? We need to make our brain work on ideas continuously. We cannot stop thinking for ideas. We need to push our brain to work harder on ideas. When somebody asks you a random question, you just come up with an answer. That is okay. That is a requirement. Here, okay. Let's go with the new with the new words of today. I'm gonna use the sticky notes. I'm not gonna use the brand map anymore. When you see the brand map, you are gonna think of the day when you need to learn word by word, and you need to learn how to put the words into the right parts in order to form a sentence. That is the function of the brand map. And here, why do we use the sticky notes? Because we are in an advanced level. You guys understand everything I say, and that you guys can comprehend what I am saying right now. So sticky notes are going to be used for displaying ideas and the key structures. All right, let's start. The first word that I need to start is the word client and autonomous. Okay, two columns, two words from the two columns are combined to each other. Okay, are combined with each other. Client. Here, when you think of the word client, please think of these words so that you will not forget the words that we have studied. Client, think of the word customers, think of the word visitor, yeah. And why do I put the S here? Because in our normal life, we are not sure how many customers do we have. Maybe today one customer, next month one customer. We don't know yet. So that is why we put S here. Maybe you want to say many customers. Maybe you just want to say one customer. So that is why I put the S in in the columns right here. Right? Client, customer, visitor. Autonomous, we know this word. When you think of the word autonomous, you think of a person who never does anything. That is autonomous, who never listens to anyone. He or she just listens to him or herself, and that is it, right? So let's start. Client. All right. For me, okay, when I start to do business, for me, this is my situation. When I start a business, first, I don't think about how much money I'm gonna make. I think about how I start a business. First, I need to find clients. You need to find. Please try to use the word seek. I need to seek clients. We don't have clients at first. We will have customers at first because the very first people come to me are called customers. And when you seek customers, you need to let them check out your business. All right. You are a new business. So when the customers come to you, they will check out your business. What do they do to check out your business? They will come, they will visit your workplace, or they will visit your network. It means the website. Some people these days, don't need to have a big office or a big company. They only need one room, or they only need a small place for them to work. So they will develop and build a network. And when the customers want to know, what do they do? The customers will visit, the workplace to see, how you work. And is this your real house, or is this a place which you rent, from someone else? You start to work here. So that is what they want to do to check out your business, to check out your business. After the customers visit your workplace, and after that they make a decision. On buying your products, or your service, and they continue to use your products or your service for more than 6 months. These customers will become your clients. So, when I start a business, I don't think about profit. I think about profit. I think about the customers. What do I need to do to seek customers, to build a customer network? It's like this is a circle of my customers, only 2 customers, and then how I develop 4 customers from 2 customers, and how I develop 10 more customers from 4 customers. So the thing that I need to do is seek customers and build the customer network. And when people know your business, people will not pay money to buy the products or service at the moment. They will not do that. They want to check out you, they want to check up on you. They want to check out your business, or they want to check up on you. They check up on you by visiting your workplace, and after that, they are willing to make a decision on buying your products. So for the word client, what do you do to impress? We have the action verb impress clients. What do you do to impress your clients? First, professional. You need to professionalize, professionalize your business. We need to professionalize our business. We need to become professional. On the next one, we stop being autonomous. We need to listen, we need to listen more to, other people. So that is how you train yourself to be impressive. I impress my customers by my professional outlook. I impress my customers by the way that I talk. So what do I do to become impressive? Impressive is an adjective. In English, when you use a word, you need to ask yourself, what word form is this word? This word is an action verb, or this word is an adjective in English. So you need to ask yourself this question. All right. Impressive. I am impressive. I train myself to look impressive. So here are the words for you to use: look impressive, or speak impressively, speak impressively, or work impressively. All right. Impress. What do you do to impress? You need to become professional. Professionalize, professional. These are the words for you to remember from the class that we studied last week. Right now, we need to combine these words together. So here is my situation for client and autonomous. When I say that I am an autonomous boss, or I am an autonomous employer, please remember this word, employer. We use the word employer in a formal way. In a formal way, you use the word boss, okay? When you open a shop, or when you start, or when you do business in a small store or in a small shop, you will use the word boss. Or this company is a family company. This company is not a government company or a corporate company. This company is a family company. We have the word family company. When the company is a family company, you are going to use the word boss, because the word boss sounds very friendly or very close to you. So when you work in a big place, they use the word employer, the word manager, not the word boss like this. Or they are going to use the word CEO, okay? CEO stands for chief executive officer, all right? Chief executive officer. So don't use the word boss when you go to work in a professional place. Family company, boss is okay. Please remember that the word boss is for family company, right? Employer, all right? And here is the situation for you to use the word employer. You think of the action verb employ, you think of the action verb hire, or you think of something like you are gonna rent, okay? Rent. We have three words that we are gonna find very confusing these days. Employ, hire, rent. When do we use employ? I use employ for, okay, for people working with brains. I use hire, okay, for people working physically. I use rent, okay, for I want to rent an office, I want to rent a room, I want to rent a vehicle, or I want to rent something. All right, so here are the words that we are going to use when it comes to the word employer. All right, so here's my situation. Employer here, colleague is your partner. You have studied this word already. But today we need to finish this page. So in the next class, we will study another skill. That is, okay, reading skill. We need to finish the vocabulary first, and then we come to the reading part later. So today, I hope that today we are gonna finish everything. Employer. So let's get back to the situation here. I am talking about the situation of the word employer. Here, okay, when you want to work in an office or in a small company, you are gonna meet the first person you are gonna meet is an employer, and that employer is gonna look very serious. The employer is always serious. The employer is always professional, because he is the one who is gonna guide you to work. Guide. He is the one who is gonna guide you, okay, how to work. He is the one who is gonna instruct you how to work. Guide somebody, okay, to do something. Instruct somebody to do something. So when I go to work in an office, the first person I meet is my employer. And when I meet my employer, okay, I know that I want to be in this position. I know that he is gonna employ people, okay, people with high degrees for this position. So when a company wants to have staffs, we have two types of staffs. The first staffs, we have that those are staffs with high degrees, and these staffs will use their brains to work. They don't go out to work, they sit at the desk to work. They don't go out in hot weather to work, they sit in the air conditioning room to work. So right here, we have so many kinds of staffs, but we put those staffs in two ways. The first way, that is brain working staffs, and the second one, that is the physical staffs, or you can call it white, or you can call them white collar, white collar people, white collar people, or black collar people. For the white collar people, it means people sit in an air conditioning room and they work with their brains. For black collar, black collar, not color, color, that is blue, red, yellow, color, which is about blue, red, yellow. What is it, color? For black collar people, those people work physically. They use their strength to work. So employ, the company is gonna employ the white collar people, because they need people with high degrees to work for them. And the company is gonna hire black collar people, because the company need people who are very strong and who are very healthy in order to work physically. We have the word work, work physically, or we can say that use their strength to work. Use their strength to work. That is the word hire. And last, rent. If I don't have a house, but I want to work, I want to start my business, I am gonna rent, an office for me, to work. Or if I don't have enough money, I am gonna rent a room in order for me, to set up a small office in a room, and the customers can come to my room, they can talk to me, they can share their opinions with me, and they can sign, the contracts with us. So that is rent. When you think of the word rent, you think of something like rooms for rent, hotels for rent, apartments for rent, office for rent, a vehicle for rent. Like you go traveling and you need a motorcycle for you to travel with your friends. So you can rent a motorbike if you want to travel in a fun way, or you can rent a car if you want to travel in an expensive way. So that is the word rent. All right. Here we have the first word today, that is employer, guide, employ, hire, and rent. And here is my situation. Here, after we graduate from the university, the first thing that we want to do is start work. We don't care whether we get the university degree or not. What we care here is we only want to start to work, right? So the first thing that you do is you want to start to work, and you are gonna seek a job, You are gonna seek a job, You're gonna seek a job, you are gonna find a job for yourself. And for the very first time, in an interview, you are gonna meet, the first person in an interview you are gonna meet is an employer. And this employer will ask you so many questions, so that he will be able to instruct you how to work, how to work in the company. And if you are a person with high degrees, you have university degrees, you have English, TOEIC degrees, or IELTS degrees, and even TOEFL and Cambridge degrees, the employer will absolutely employ you for this position. So when you have all kinds of degrees, the employers will absolutely hire you, or definitely hire you, or certainly hire you, for this position. And hire If you say that you are hired, it means you are a black collar people. You work with your strength. You don't use your brains to work because you don't have degrees. But if you say that I am a white collar, okay, a white collar people, I am a white collar people. I have degrees. I am well educated. Okay, you are well educated. You are well educated. And you are also, okay, you are also high experience, highly experienced. So when you are well educated and you are highly experienced, the employer will employ you for the position that they need. And if you are not educated, you can say that you are we have the word like illiterate. Illiterate, it means, okay, you don't know how to read, you don't know how to write. So that is illiterate, okay. And for some people, they can read, they can write, but they don't have, okay, grade 12 school, grade 12, that is high school certificate. They don't have university degree. We can use the word like poorly or badly educated. So if you are illiterate, you will be black collar people. If you are poorly educated or you are badly educated people, you are gonna be black collar people. So when you are black collar, when you belong to black collar workers, employer will hire you. They don't say employer will employ you. Employer will hire you because you are illiterate and you don't know how to work on computers. You don't have soft skills, and you're gonna use your strength to work. So that is the word hire for this situation. And for the word rent, I don't have, okay, I don't have a plot of land. For example, I want to work in the city, but I don't have a house, but I have a plot of land. And the first thing that you need to do after you have a plot of land, you need to build a house, right? And if you don't have money to build a house, the fastest way for you to, okay, the fastest way for you to have, okay, a workplace or for you to have a working environment as soon as possible. That is, you need to rent an office. We have lots of offices for rent, right? We have lots of apartments for rent these days. There you have lots of offices or lots of apartments for rent these days. And when, okay, we have lots of chances like this, we don't need to buy a plot of land because that is so expensive. You will not have money, okay, at all. After you buy a plot of land, no money for business, no money for life, no money, okay, for entertainment, nothing at all. So the best way for us to save money is renting an office, renting a room. So if we don't have much money, the first thing for us to start a business in the fastest way, that is rent an office. You can also rent an office, okay? You pay a little per month and you still be able to, okay, to operate your office, to operate your business. That is a situation for the word rent. All right. And rent room. Why do we rent room? When you come to the city, or you can say that when you commute, okay, when you commute to work or when you commute to study. So here, commuter. We use the word commuter when we need to travel such a long way to work, or we need to travel such a long and far distance way from our hometown to the city only for working and only for studying. You cannot commute to study from Tây Ninh province to Saigon city. You cannot commute to work from Cà Mau province to Saigon city, right? So what is the best way for you, okay, to stay to work or to stay to study? You need to rent a room. You rent a room for living. You rent a room for staying in the city. That is why they say that I commute to work. But the best way for me to save money is I need to rent a room, okay? Nearest my workplace. I need to rent a room nearest my company or close to my company, close to my shops, close to my store. That is the best way for me to save money. I don't need to commute to work anymore. I will go to work. I don't commute to work because I go to work because I live near my company. That is why I use the word go to work. All right, and here please remember we have two kinds of workforce. Okay, two kinds of workforce. The first workforce is white collar people, and the second workforce is black collar people. And here, colleague. We have colleague, and we also have partners. Okay, and right here you have one more word we need to revise, that is consistent. ADJ. That is an ADJ. Colleague and partner, what is the difference and what is the similarity between the word colleague and partners? Every word has similarities, okay, and every word also have differences. When you use the word colleague, you only want to say that he works with me, and that is it. And when you said, oh, he is my partner, first meaning of the word partner, that is, oh, that person works with me. But the second meaning of the word partner, it means, okay, that person is gonna invest, okay, in the project with me. So when you use the word partner in the second meaning, it is about the investor, okay, the investor who works with you on a specific project. An investor always have, okay, the word like invest in. I am going to invest in, okay, this project with you, so I become your partner. This is the difference between partner and colleague. When you use the word colleague, it only has one meaning. It is about the person you work with. But when you use the word partner, it has two meanings. First meaning, person working with you. Second meaning, that is, okay, that is a person who invests in a project with you. And here, consistent. Here is my situation. What was consistent? Consistent, or okay, we have another adjective that is inconsistent. Here, if you want to be successful, you need to be consistent in what? You need to be consistent in your plans. You need to be consistent in your purposes. You need to be consistent in your targets. You need to be consistent in your strategies, okay? These are the words for you to use when you talk about consistent. All right, you can say that you make a plan, but you always think. You make plans, but you always think. You never act. You always think. You never act on your plan. You will fail. Okay, you will fail. So if you want to be successful, you need to act, okay, not thinking anymore. When you start, okay, we can say that after I have a plan, I start to act on my plan immediately. When you act on your plan immediately, you will be able to make things happen for you. Will be able to make things happen. So how do I make my dreams come true? How do I make things happen for me? After I make a plan, I start to act on my plan. I stop thinking. So when I stop thinking, I start to act on my plan immediately. I will make my plans come true. I will make my dreams come true. And I will be successful. Please remember, in this situation, I use the adjective successful. Please don't be confused because some students don't know the differences between successful and succeed in. When you use the action verb succeed in, it means, okay, you succeed, subject, verb, object. But here, successful, how to make a sentence with an ADJ, you need to use to be, I am successful, you are successful, you don't succeed, I don't succeed. That is how you use an adjective and an action verb. All right, so here I go again with my situation for the word consistent. And for the word inconsistent. If you want to be successful, if you want to accomplish so many things in your life, you need to be consistent. You need to train yourself to become consistent in your plans. And when you make a plan, you stop thinking. You can think, but don't think too much. When you think too much, you will never act on your plan. And if you don't act on your plan, you will give up your plan. You will give up your plan, okay? And when you give up your plan, it also means that you give in. You give in. So when you give up your plan, you give in. You said that you cannot do it. You cannot make it happen. So what do we need to do, okay, to become successful? We need to start to act on our plan. And when you start to act on your plan, you need to be consistent with your plan. Don't change the plan. If you change your plan, you will become inconsistent. And when you are inconsistent, you will always change what you think. You will always change your purposes. You will always change your targets. You will always change your strategies. And when you change so many things at the same time, you will lose and you will give in. So that is the fact of how should we do to become successful. We only need to be consistent. When you are consistent, nobody can make you feel bad. Nobody can make you feel like you are not suitable for this project or for this position. All right, and here I'm gonna come to another word, that is the word parent. Parent. First, when you use the word parents with S, it means your mother and your father. But if you use the word parent without S, it is for one. And the next one, you use the word parent as an action verb. It is educate. It is teach. Like I am teaching English. And if you use parents as an action verb, it means teach. Okay, teach. And here is my situation. Everybody have parents, right? And when we do something wrong at school, the teacher is gonna ask you to tell your parents, to meet the teacher. So the teachers always wants to meet your parent because the teachers want to tell your parent so many things about you, so many mistakes of yours, so many failures of yours when you study at school. And how should we do to become well educated? How to do to become well educated? The only way for you to become well educated, the only way for somebody to become well educated is to find a good teacher. A person will parent you in the right way. So the teachers are people who will parent you in the right way because she or he can teach you the right lessons, can teach you the right lessons. He or she can educate you the right insights, the right insights about this life. So how to become well educated? We need to meet the right teacher or the right trainer or the right person. And those people will parent us in a class or at school or in an academy. So that is how you become well educated. So here, the first word for the word parents is the word parent with S at the end. The second word we have here is the word parent without S at the end. So when you see the word parent without S at the end, it means phụ huynh. When you say the word parents with S at the end, it means cha mẹ. So here, teachers want to meet parents, and teachers will parent the children or the students in the right way. Parent here, okay, the second meaning of the word parent as an action verb, that is giáo dục, all right, well educated. Vietnamese học thức cao. And we have, okay, the antonym of it, that is badly educated. Badly educated. All right, let's move to the last word, that is sibling and spouse. Sibling, you have the word sibling. Sibling is your sister or your brother. We have the word same blood, okay? Same blood sisters or same blood brothers. So that those are siblings. If you say cousin, it means, okay, they are also your sister, your brothers, but that is that person cannot be called a sister, only called cousins, because they are different, okay, different mother and different father, okay, sisters or brothers. So that is the word cousins. Here you can say that she is my sibling because, okay, she has the same parents as mine. So when you have the same parents as your sister or as your brother, you can use the word same blood. Okay, we are same blood or we are different blood. That is how people say in English. English and Vietnamese are not different. Somehow they are the same. Please remember. Last word, spouse. You can use the word spouse, okay, for your husband or for your wife. And the word spouse here is also means, okay, it also means, sorry, partner. So for the word partner, we have three meanings. First meaning for the word partner is the person you work with. Second meaning for the word partner is the person, okay, who invests lots of money with you in a project. And the last meaning of the word partner, that is your wife or your husband. Wife and husband, not lover, not girlfriend, not boyfriend, wife and husband. So you can say that, oh, this is my wife, or this is my spouse, or this is my partner. This is how you call your wife or your husband in a friendly way. All right. On here, let's look back at the words that we studied last week. Autonomous, okay, consistent, conventional, cooperative, and efficient. Let's look at the word conventional. Conventional, okay, please remember one rule, one thing. When you say something is conventional, you just want to say that it is normal. It is, okay, it is common. Like, I have a common mistake today. I have a normal mistake today. I have a conventional mistake today. Or today is so conventional. Today is a normal day. Today is a common day. Okay? A day is like every other day. So that is how you use the word conventional. Conventional here is not traditional. Please remember, traditional and conventional are not the same. They are not related to each other, all right? We have the word related to. Related to is an ADJ that I use in my sentence, okay? It means liên quan đến, liên quan với, right? And I say that conventional and traditionals are not related to each other. When you use the word traditional, you want to talk about the culture of a country or the culture of a place or the culture of people. That is the word traditional. We use the word traditional when we want to talk about what? Culture, okay, cultures of people, of places. So that is the word traditional. Pure conventional, nothing is traditional. When you study in the university, teachers in the universities will say that conventional is traditional, but that is wrong, okay? That is wrong. No, conventional is normal, but traditional is something very big. It is about culture. Please remember. Here, okay, cooperative and, okay, and uncooperative, or you can say that not cooperative, not cooperative. Once somebody is cooperative, he will work with you in a nice mood, okay? When you do something in in a cooperative mode. It means you do it in a nice mode. You don't think much about money. You don't think much about benefit. You just want to work in a professional way. So that is a cooperative mode. When you say that I work in a cooperative mode, it means you are willing, to work for your heart, for everything that you have inside. That is cooperative. All right. Here, I'm going to give you my situation for sibling, spouse, conventional, traditional, and cooperative. The first situation for sibling and spouse. Let's start my situation, and we have just finished every vocabulary here. And in the next class, we are going to study the reading skills. Please, try to finish everything. And after you study with me, please try to record yourself making situation. We need to speak more and more. All right. Third sibling. Some people have siblings, but some people are born an only child, So when you are born an only child, it means you don't have same blood sisters, you don't have same blood brothers, you have no siblings. You are just an only person, an only child in your family. And if you have siblings, you will have a sister, and she's gonna look a bit like you. So when we have sisters or brothers, they are gonna look like us. Your sisters will look like you, or your sister will resemble you. Okay, or your sister will take after you. So that is how you say, about your sister, about your brothers, same blood brothers, same blood sisters. I have a sister. My sister looks exactly like me. She has a brother, and her brother resembles her. So these are the three action verbs for you to use when you want to describe, the overall look of someone, or the appearance of someone. You can say that my brother's appearance is the same as me. So when you use the words overall and appearance, you don't use look like. You only use look like with people, between people and people. I look like you, I resemble you, I take after you. But you don't say my overall look like you. No, we use look like, resemble, take after between two people. And we use overall look and appearance with this kind of action verb. You use your overall look the same as mine, or your overall look similar, similar to mine, or your overall look is identical to mine. So, or your overall look different from mine. So when you use the noun overall look or appearance, we have these words for us to use. And please remember, these words are the adjective, the same as, similar to, identical to, different from are the adjective. All right, here is my situation. If I have a same blood brother, I am sure that my brother will resemble me. He is gonna look like me, well, his face is gonna look like me. His eyes, are gonna take after me. The way that he talks, his voice, is gonna sound like me. All right. So here, one more word. When you talk about voice, you use the word sound like. Sound like. So here are the words for you to use. And somehow, when you go out, people are gonna say to you that your appearance is the same as your mother, because your mother is very beautiful, and people look at you, they think of your mother. So people are gonna say that, oh, when I look at your face, when I look at your eyes, when I look at your nose, when I look at everything on your face, I can say that your overall look is just like your mother. Your overall look is just like your father. So you can say that you are identical to your father. Your overall look is identical to your father, or your appearance is different from your father, but your appearance is similar to your mother. So when you use the word overall look and appearance, you don't use these action verbs. You use these adjectives for the overall look and the appearance. Okay, please remember this rule. And the second situation that I used to practice this word spouse is when you are engaged. When you are engaged to someone, you can call that, oh, that is my fiance. Okay, fiance. You are engaged to, you are not married to. So after you engaged to that person, you will marry to that person. And after you married to that person, with or without a marriage, a marriage certificate, you will be able to call him or her my spouse, my wife, my husband. That is the difference. When you are engaged to a person, you are called a fiance. So this is my fiance. I am engaged to her. Okay, she is not my wife, and I call her my fiance. So a fiance is not an official wife. A fiance is not an official husband. Okay, so here you can say that unofficial, like you like someone and that person is not your official boyfriend or your official girlfriend, because you don't publicize your relationships, so you call unofficial, right? Unofficial husband, husband or wife. So this is the case. To be married to. When you marry someone, we have two ways to marry a person in this life. The first way, you marry that person with a marriage license. You go to a marriage center, you sign your name with your wife or your husband. You are married to that person with a marriage certificate. But if you just want to marry and you are not sure about something between you two, so you can say that I am married to him without a marriage certificate. And you can also call him or her a spouse. So this is the difference between two ways of marriage. The first way of marriage is with a marriage certificate, and the second way of marriage that is without a marriage certificate. So please, please be careful. Unconventional. This is my situation for the word conventional. I have a conventional day, a day just like every other day. I want to do so many things, but I don't start to act. I just keep thinking. So that is the problem. That is a conventional problem of me. And I also think that that is also a conventional problem of other people. When we think too much, we want something too much. We just want to think. We don't want to start to act because somehow something pulls us back. Something pulls us back from actions. So right here, I have the word like I don't like act. I don't like act. I don't want to act on my plan. I just want to think. Think about it too much. When you don't want to act on your plan, you think about it too much. You can say that something pull you back. Something pull you back. When something pulls you back, it means you want to do it, but you think about going to the movies with your boyfriend. So that kind of thought pulls you back from acting. So something pulls you back from something else. This is the case, all right? All right, I'm gonna give you my situation for act on, think about, call somebody back from something. And sorry, for this class, we have finished this page. Today is the day that you need to listen to me a lot. And after you listen to me a lot, I am gonna send you my video of reading and the writing fix, right? The writing corrections. And after today, in the next class, I am gonna call your name. You need to speak in the class, and I need to fix your grammar and also fix your vocabularies in the class. And I hope that we finish this book. I hope that we finish this book, okay, this year, because you guys on and off a lot, and we haven't finished this book. I have like 10 books for us to study, but you have to finish this book first, all right? Yeah, just want to say something to you, and right now I'm going to give you my situation for this word conventional. My day today is my conventional day. I have such a conventional day, a normal day, okay? I don't do anything much. I just want to sit here, look at the screen, look at the camera, look at the book, and work on my phones. I look at the screen of the laptop, but I start to work on my phone. So that is the weird things of me today. That is not a conventional way for me to work. The conventional way for me to work is work on my laptop, work on my computers. But today I don't. I start my computers, I turn on my computers, I turn on my cameras, I turn on my Zoom, I turn on my everything. But then I just sit and then I hold my phone in my hand. I surf lots of things on Facebook, on lots of social media platforms, and I work on my phones. So working on my phones is not conventional for me, because the conventional way, the normal way for me to work is by computers. I always work by computers. I don't work by phones. I don't work by iPads. I read on my iPad. Yes, I read books on my iPad, but I don't work on my iPad. I don't work on my phones. So today is another lazy and conventional day for me, but the way that I work is not conventional. The way that I work is not normal. The way that I work is very strange to me. And I know that, okay, this way of me working by phone today is not good at all, because that is such an excuse for me, okay, to escape from my to escape from my work life. So I should stop making excuses. Okay, I should stop making excuses. I should stop making excuses. I should think about, okay, my productivity. Think about, okay, I should think about productivity. I should think about my qualities of working, and I need to act on my plans. All right. All right, make excuses. Cái từ make excuses này thì phải giải thích bằng tiếng Việt thì mấy bạn sẽ dễ hiểu hơn. Thường người ta dùng cái từ excuses, người ta sẽ lẫn lộn với cái từ là reasons. Bây giờ mình dịch ở trong Google thì người ta sẽ ghi là reasons là lý do, và excuses thì cũng phần nào là lý do. Như vậy cái từ nào là chính xác là lý do và từ nào nó dành cho cái nghĩa khác. Thì mấy bạn hay nghe câu nói là khi mà mình không muốn một cái gì đó thì mình luôn luôn tìm lý do. Như vậy đối với những cái gì mà mấy bạn người ta muốn bạn làm mà mấy bạn không muốn làm cái việc đó thì mấy bạn sẽ dùng chữ excuse. Như vậy cái việc đó mà mấy bạn lẩn tránh nha, mà mấy bạn gọi là tránh né nó, mình không có muốn làm gì hết á, mà người ta có bắt mình làm không mà, thì mình sẽ tìm kiếm những cái cớ mà mình có thể nói ra mà người ta chấp nhận được luôn, để mình trốn thoát cái nhiệm vụ đó. Thì người ta sẽ dùng từ excuses. Như vậy cái chuẩn mà của cái từ excuses trong tiếng Việt này người ta sẽ dùng từ là cái cớ. Giống như là có rất là nhiều cái cớ để mình nói ra, để mình escape from, là mình trốn tránh cái sự việc đó hoặc là cái hành động đó, thì người ta sẽ dùng từ make excuses. Reasons thì nghĩa gốc của nó là lý do, và cái từ reason cái thứ hai mà nâng cấp hơn là nó sẽ bằng nghĩa với từ proud. Proud này là đang là danh từ số ít nè, bây giờ mình thêm s là danh từ số nhiều. Thì khi mấy bạn nói là tôi có cái lý do cho cái hành động của tôi thì mình có thể dùng từ reasons, mà nâng cấp lên thì người ta sẽ dùng từ proud. Và cái từ crowd thì nó có hai nghĩa, một là mặt đất, hai là lý do. Thì ở đây người ta đang dùng crowd theo cái gọi là cái trình độ cao hơn thì người ta sẽ dùng crowd trong cái viết luận, và cái trình độ thấp hơn thì người ta sẽ dùng từ reason trong viết luận. Thì tùy theo cái chữ mình dùng thì mình sẽ được đánh giá điểm nó cao hơn hay là thấp hơn. Nhưng mà nhiều chữ cao, gọi là nhiều chữ advanced quá, mấy bạn dùng nhiều từ vựng cao cấp quá mà cái ý tưởng của mấy bạn không có thì mấy bạn viết viết luận trong cái task 2 nha, thì mấy bạn cũng thua. Tại vì trong IELTS nó có hai task viết mà. Task thứ nhất là mình gọi là mình miêu tả biểu đồ. Task thứ hai là mình viết luận dựa trên một cái chủ đề về cuộc sống, nó rất là gần gũi. Thì trong hai task này, task nào chiếm điểm nhiều nhất? Thường người ta bỏ task 1 không, người ta sẽ làm task 2, tại vì cái task thứ hai nó chiếm đến 80% số điểm tận, còn task 1 chỉ có 20% mà thôi, đó là sự thật. Thì mấy bạn thử thi, mấy bạn thử bỏ task 1 đi, đa phần người ta bỏ task 1 rất là nhiều. Mà bây giờ mình muốn kéo cái số điểm của mình lên cao thì người ta sẽ làm task 1. Cái task 1 nó không khó, mà nó khó cái là mình phải học nhiều từ vựng thì mình mới diễn tả được. Thì ở đây thì xong cái cuốn này là mấy bạn sẽ biết được cái cách mà để mấy bạn biết trong cái task 1. Thì bây giờ mình học mọi thứ bằng miệng mà, cho nên thì nó sẽ dễ dàng hơn cho các bạn nha. Nếu mấy bạn học mấy bạn học viết luận bằng nói bằng viết thì nó mất thời gian là mấy bạn phải suy nghĩ ý tưởng nè, và mấy bạn phải tự suy nghĩ, tìm teacher thấy cái khâu mà nó tự suy nghĩ là nó rất là mông lung. Cho nên thì bây giờ thì bên teacher sẽ làm hết mọi thứ bằng miệng hết. Thì cái lớp nào mà bây giờ mình thấy cái lớp này mà chỉ nghe thôi, giống như là mình nghe để mình tiếp thu ý tưởng, mình nghe để mình tiếp thu được cái kiến thức, mình nghe để mình mở ra được cái cách mà mình cái tốc độ mình nghe nè, với lại cái sự kiên định trong cái khoảng thời gian mà mình nghe, cái não của mình nó tập trung nghe đó, thì nó sẽ phát triển một cái độ tập trung, với phát triển về cái tốc độ mà mình có thể nắm bắt được cái âm khi mình nghe. Đó lý do tại sao mà có một số lớp thì chỉ nghe không à, có một số lớp nghe rồi thực hành, và có một số lớp là nghe xong rồi cái thuyết trình luôn, nhất là ở những cái lớp mà viết luận sắp tới. Tại vì mấy bạn có bạn thì nghỉ rồi học lại, có bạn thì đi làm rồi mới học lại, có bạn thì đang vướng bằng đại học đang bị giam rồi mới học lại. Thì những cái khoảng nghỉ đó, là mình đã bị mất rất là nhiều cái cách học, cái cách gọi là cái chiến lược học mà để ra được cái bằng IELTS. Cho nên thì khi mà mấy bạn học lại như thế này thì mình sẽ đưa cho mấy bạn những cái chiến lược học tiếp tục. Và ở đây thì giải đề như thế nào? Bây giờ thì mấy bạn thấy là nãy giờ là mình đưa ra rất là nhiều cái trường hợp đúng không? Thì khi mình nghe nó sẽ tăng cái tốc độ nghe của mình, cái não cái tai của mình nó sẽ bắt đầu nó bắt nhịp với những cái âm nghe. Cái thứ hai nữa, cái trí nhớ của mình, ví dụ mình nghe khúc nào mình quên đi thì mình về nhà mình nghe lại mình sẽ nhớ thôi. Còn mình nghe khúc nào mà cái gì mà mình cũng nhớ hết. Khi mà mấy bạn thấy cái trí nhớ của mấy bạn trong nghe đó, nghe tới đâu nhớ tới đó, và tí nữa mình còn nhớ được là khúc đó nó đang nói cái gì cái gì nữa, thì lúc đó cái kỹ năng nghe của mấy bạn đã phát triển rồi. Thì khi mà mình nhớ những gì mình nghe và mình còn lục lại được trong ký ức của mình những gì mình nhớ nữa, từ không nghe đó, thì IELTS nghe chắc chắn là 5.5 ít nhất, 6.5 là cao nhất. Đó là cái cách mà để luyện, làm sao mà luyện từ thực tế mà ra được bằng luôn. Rồi cách thứ hai nhé. Cách thứ hai thì khi mà mấy bạn ngồi trong một cái lớp mà nghe như thế này không á, là sau khi mấy bạn học xong thì mấy bạn phải gọi là mấy bạn phải đưa ra một cái video để mấy bạn nói. Mấy bạn nói ví dụ như là những bạn khác đi thì đưa ra được video, còn những bạn mà đang trong đại học hoặc là sau đại học thì không cần quay video đâu, chỉ cần thu âm giọng nói thôi nha. Như vậy khi mà nói về những cái bạn mà đã sau đại học rồi hoặc là đang học đại học thì mấy bạn chỉ cần thu âm giọng nói thôi. Còn những bạn đang ở cấp 3, cấp 2, cấp 1 thì bắt buộc là phải quay video. Đó là cái thứ hai. Một cái thứ ba, hôm nay là mình học xong cái tờ giấy này rồi, học xong cái tờ giấy này rồi, thì hôm sau thì mình sẽ qua luôn cái bài đọc hiểu. Thì cái bài đọc hiểu thì nó sẽ nằm trong cái cuốn sách khác. Như vậy khi mà mình học, ví dụ như hôm trước mình học mới có vài từ trong cái bên trái, trong cái cột bên trái này thôi, tuần trước học chỉ xong cái cột bên trái thôi, thì mình phải học xong cái trang này thì mình mới được quyền nhảy qua cái kỹ năng khác, chứ không phải là hôm nay tôi học được cái cột bên trái của từ vựng là hôm nay tôi sẽ nhảy qua đọc hiểu, như vậy là nó sẽ chết kỹ năng. Cho nên mình học cái nào là mình khai thác hết trọn vẹn như thế. Rồi ở đây thì nó sẽ có cái cuối cùng, khi mà mình học trọn vẹn cái trang sách thì mình sẽ có quyền mình nhảy qua kỹ năng của trang sách khác. Thì ở đây cái trang sách khác là cái trang sách nào nhỉ? Cái trang sách khác thì mình sẽ có những cái cuốn sách mà nó gần gũi nhất với mình, mà mấy bạn vừa học một phân nữa rồi mấy bạn bỏ đấy. Đó là cái cuốn là Balance, ok, Balance. Parents for IELTS cuốn này nhá, vẫn sử dụng cuốn này nhá, miễn sao khai thác được hết nhá. Ở đây thì mấy bạn nhìn là nó chỉ có một vài unit thôi, nó chỉ có 10 cái unit thôi. Mà cuốn này là cái cuốn sách mà người ta viết, người ta đúc kết rất là nhiều cái gọi là cái từ vựng và cái chủ đề liên quan đến IELTS nó ra thực tế, cho nên thì nó gồm có 600 từ. Và khi mà mình nhuần nhuyễn 600 từ này rồi thì mình đi thi IELTS, mình đọc tới đâu mình hiểu tới đó, và cái phần mà mình đọc tới đâu mình hiểu tới đó, nắm được 60% nha, hoặc là ít nhất là 50%, tại 600 từ này nó chỉ gồm 60% thôi, còn lại mấy bạn phải luyện đọc rất là nhiều ở trên những cái phần mềm như phần mềm mà bên teacher gửi cho mấy bạn gọi là mock test, đó là cái phần mềm đó. Rồi như vậy hôm nay mình học được cái trang này rồi, thì ngày mai gọi là tuần cái ca tiếp theo mình sẽ qua cái trang sách này, và mình sẽ không đi lại những cái đoạn văn cũ như mấy bạn, những cái đoạn văn cũ mà mấy bạn đã học rồi á, mà bây giờ mấy bạn học xong mấy bạn nghỉ một thời gian cái nó bị lủng củng á, thì mấy bạn sẽ mấy bạn sẽ nhận những cái video về những cái đoạn văn cũ, mà bây giờ thì mình chỉ có đi vào bài mới thôi. Và bên teacher nhớ kỹ là mấy bạn đã học bài nào, cho nên thì qua ngày thứ tư thì mình sẽ học vào những cái bài mới là như vậy. Rồi bây giờ thì sau cái buổi học này thì hãy cố gắng ngồi suy tư để đưa ra được những cái ý để nói. Khi mà mình học nói trong tiếng Anh ấy, mình quay video rất là tốt, tại vì mình sẽ tạo áp lực cho bản thân mình, càng quay video càng áp lực thì nó sẽ càng ra được kỹ năng. Thì về cái khâu mà sửa nhé, sửa video bên teacher chỉ thích nghe thôi, và khi mà sửa thì sẽ sửa trực tiếp trên lớp. Như vậy tuần thứ tư tiếp theo là mình sẽ học reading, và sau thứ tư là thứ sáu thì mình sẽ kêu mấy bạn lại một lần nữa để mấy bạn đặt những cái từ này, gọi là đưa ra những cái tình huống trực tiếp trong lớp luôn, và mình sẽ sửa trực tiếp trong lớp luôn. Khâu thu âm là khâu chuẩn bị để mình có thể nghiên cứu phát âm, và mình có thể tìm hiểu bản thân mình, tại vì khi mấy bạn thu âm thì mấy bạn sẽ biết được cái khuyết điểm bản thân của mấy bạn. Đó là như vậy nhé. Alright, after this class please record yourself for 10 and make the video for Min. And here when Chong, okay, she's out because of her internet connection loss. All right, and Min and Tin, okay, please try to give me your videos. Then you can record yourself by audio, but Min, you need to work on your video recording. I don't ask you to audio record yourself, Min. All right, thank you so much for this class. Have a nice evening and see you next Wednesday. At least remember, next Wednesday we study Barons for IELTS. We study the reading skills. All right. And thank you so much. I am gonna inform you what unit we are going to study in the next what unit we are gonna study on the next Wednesday. All right, because I need to look back at my notes, okay, of Tin and of my notes of Min, okay. We are on and off for such a long time, so I need to double check, okay, my notes to see where I stopped with Tin and where I stopped with Min in this book. So I'm gonna message you, okay, which units we are gonna study next Wednesday. Thank you so much for this class. Have a nice evening and bye-bye, guys.